This week on The Rock.
We check out the construction of the roundabout taking place near Gibraltar.
Next, we take a look at the cultural significance of Bigfoot in Anacortes.
Finally, we look into the students of the month here at AHS.
All that and more this week on The Rock.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back to The Rock, AHS. I'm John Harrison.
And I'm Georgia Stoltz.
We've got another great show prepared for you today. But first, we want to talk about the construction going on just outside of town. Georgia, you live out near Gibraltar, right?
That's right, John. Students like you and I who live outside of town are having to deal with major slowdowns while a roundabout is being built on Highway 20.
Zane Butler and Abby Davis made a segment telling us what its purpose is and how it's going to help traffic in the years to come.
You may have noticed all of the construction around Anacortes. The biggest projects are the two new roundabouts being built on Highway 20 at Sharps Corner and Gibraltar Road. Andrea Petrich, a spokesperson for the project, gave us an overview about what to expect in the upcoming months.
The crew started April 2nd. They began work around the clock, 24/7 work that's going to last until 4th of July. In about a month, that roundabout will be operational, and then it'll take them about 2 months of work in different stages to build bypass lanes and the roundabout at Sharps Corner. When we were designing this project, we really wanted to see what the community saw as the problems. So the main things we heard during open houses was that safety and mobility were really the concerns there. So when we designed this project, we were looking for ways to improve safety and improve mobility.
Construction is not without its challenges. From traffic delays, community opinions, and concerns about safety, there are many different aspects to take into consideration.
We're working as much as we can to make sure that people are prepared and that they know construction is happening and are able to leave themselves extra time if they're traveling through this area. Avoid peak travel times, you know, when you guys are heading to school or most of the community are heading to work, those are going to be some of the busiest times through the area. So consider riding your bike across the Tommy Thompson Trail and using a bus from March's Point. You know, any sort of combination of things like that will help ease congestion through the area.
The roundabout themselves, I'm looking forward to it actually. We've gone to a lot of calls out at Sharps Corner for accidents. A lot of it having to do with the way the lights were configured prior to this upcoming construction. I've found that the roundabouts have worked really well in the city, so I'm really hoping that they will continue to work well out on Sharps Corner to help with the accidents that we've had.
I don't know how it's going to actually affect Sharps Corner. All it really does for me is add another 5 minutes to my commute. I've been late to school a couple of times because of all the traffic. But once it's done, I feel like it'll be a lot better, but right now, it's just making my life harder.
That explains the backup we've been seeing. I was wondering why I had to wake up way earlier this morning.
Next up, we did a segment a while back on Bill Mitchell creating murals for the city of Anacortes, but there are a few odd ones out.
You might have seen some murals of Bigfoot posted up around town. You might have also wondered what they mean.
Will McCracken decided to investigate the Bigfoot culture of the Pacific Northwest in this next segment.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch. No other cryptid is more important in Pacific Northwestern culture. From international conventions to legislation banning the hunting of the creature, it's clear that the Northwest is a case of Bigfoot fever, and here in Anacortes, many are infected. John Archibald of Johnny Picasso's is one of these people.
I think the Northwest in general just called Bigfoot, but Anacortes just started having a little following. A lot of people in Anacortes believe in Bigfoot, so it's a good thing to have some stories to tell in town. Almost 10 years ago, at that time I liked the signs that there's a couple of them in town that she had done with Bigfoot, and asked if she could do one of me, and she said she would.
Local artist Christine Olson has been creating Bigfoot murals since the summer of 2010. Starting by only creating murals for herself, people soon wanted to buy them, and today you can find Sasquatches all over town, the most recent of which has popped up at Vagabond Station. Other local joints inspired by Bigfoot include the Donut House, with its iconic Bigfoot donut. The local music scene has also been inspired by the creature, most notably the band The Pounding Surfs, with their song titled Bigfoot.
The Pounding Surfs consisted of myself, Brian Elliott of Enduro Gravel, John Lunsford, Dale Robinson, and that's about it, 4 of us. Yeah. Dale Robinson and I were living over on Grimace Island and at a cabin right there at the crossroads in South Bay River, but we had a friend who lived out at Campbell Lake, and so he told us that that Bigfoot come down off the hill like from Trafton and down and look through the window at his little place where he stayed at his dad's house. And so we were, it was kind of just something we talked about and kind of laughed about. And one day we were on Guimas and we were playing guitar and we wrote the song in about 20 minutes.
For the Rocket AHS, I'm Will McCracken.
To wrap up our show today, we're checking out Students of the Month.
Gabriel Apple and Amelia Ruri interviewed some students to find out what goes on behind the scenes.
Here at Anacortes High School, there are many students who excel at various subjects, from science to the arts. Here are some of your students.
So Student of the Month is a program that I had picked up when I first started here 4 years ago, and I've really worked to legitimize it. And basically what I do is once a month I email teachers, and it's based alphabetical. So the beginning would be Bassatich for English, so I'd email Miss Bassatich and ask, who would you like as your Student of the Month? And we try to recognize kids that are excelling, and also ones that are just trying their best and really putting themselves out there. And we like to celebrate all kids here, and so this is a great opportunity to do that.
Being Student of the Month, it's kind of cool, I guess. You get like a little certificate and you get a little pin and you get kind of like to say, I'm Student of the Month. I've always really liked yearbook. I've been in yearbook since sophomore year, and it's just a fun little environment. It's pretty student run, and you just get to work on your digital skills, and it's really exciting to see the book come together at the end of the year.
What I really like about social studies is that you can interpret it. It's not math where it's just one answer. You can look at it from different point of views, and it's like history interests me a lot because it's looking at humanity through a looking glass. I think some kids are better at some subjects than others, and I think kids should explore those. They shouldn't be forced to conform to what the public school thinks everyone should master. They should go to what they love. After finding out I became a Student of the Month, me and my family, we celebrated by going to Chili's. I got some wings and I got appetizers, some apps.
I enjoy English because it provides a forum to explore literary devices.
English.
I think that Miss Gibson chose me because I have been doing a lot better, which doesn't say much, but she told me she thinks I'm really rounding the bend. So.
Those were your Anacortes High School Students of the Month. Keep up the good work, guys.
Well, that wraps up our show for today.
Before we go, let's talk about prom real quick. If you're going, make sure you have a signed dance contract and your tickets. If you haven't bought tickets yet, there will be $30 at the door.
The dance is at 9 p.m. at the Eagles Club on Saturday by the Depot. Hope to see you there.
With that, I'm John Harrison.
And I'm Georgia Stoltz.
And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.
That was so
Next week on The Rock.
We look into what's going on down at the business.
Next, we revisit the student art exposition, Voices.
Finally, we follow avid students on a college tour.
All that and more next week on The Rock. This week on The Rock. All that and more this week on The Rock.